Hello, and welcome to another taste challenge, which I was going to do earlier today, but I had to bring my car to the Nissan dealership. But luckily, it passed inspection and no warranty work needs to be done. Oh, I forgot the glasses. Yeah, I know. I want to go watch the Major League Baseball games. I watched the Astros hosting the Tigers earlier. But if I lay down to watch it this early, I'm going to fall asleep. And I always fall asleep watching it. Now, during the regular season, I get up at extreme hours to watch the game highlights. I mean, I'll watch the game at night and I get sleepy and fall asleep. Then I wake up at extreme hours to watch the all the game highlights from the previous day. Like Monday was the day after the last regular season day, and I woke up at 1:49 a.m. to watch all those games and then watch the NFL highlights, the later games from Sunday. That took a couple of hours. Then I went to work, and so, but once the regular season's over, doesn't take long to watch playoff highlights. All right, so I don't want to be up at 1:45 in the morning. All right, here's Old Thompson. American whiskey, a blend. The whiskeys in this finer tasting American blend were produced with extreme care by expertly skilled craftsmen before blending with finest quality neutral spirits. And it's premium, of course. It must be finest quality neutral spirits because you use 80% of the volume as neutral spirits, meaning unaged corn liquor more than likely. There's the GD, Glenmore Distilleries. It's bottled. It doesn't say produced by them. It said bottled in Kentucky by Glenmore Distilleries. Now, who produces it? Oh, well, now that's a mystery. It's probably just different whiskeys that they auctioned. They bid on them. They actually have auctions. They go to these auctions, they bid on them, and then they bring them in, bottle them, sell it cheap. This was $7.99 for this liter bottle, $7.99. Crazy but true at Total Wine and More. No age statement, so we know the whiskey in there is at least 4 years old. Now here's well-made American blended whiskey with the branding iron, introduced in 2017. It's a Diageo brand. No age statement, so we know it's at least 4 years old. The straight whiskeys in this blend are at least 4 years old. Don't know if they have coloring or flavoring added. This liter was $9 at Star, Total Wine and More, and Star in Belle Chase, Metairie, Louisiana, Belle Chase, Louisiana, both in Jefferson Parish. But Metairie is on the east bank of the Mississippi River. And then when you cross the river, you're on the west bank, and that's where the western United States starts. Because if you go to the Arch in St. Louis at the west bank riverbank, it's called the what? Gateway to the West. Hello again, Alex. All right. So Jefferson Parish is one of those parishes that is located on both sides of the river. It's on the east bank and the west bank. I live in a parish that's on the East Bank and the West Bank, and the next parish north of upriver from here is East Bank and West Bank. There's many, 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 many. Trying to think of how many there are. There's Iberville Parish or Iberville, depending who you're talking to. Nobody knows how you're supposed to pronounce it, Iberville or Iberville. Parish is on the West Bank and East Bank of the river. My grandmother used to live, and my uncle, her son, lived on the East Bank part. Ascension Parish, isn't that all East Bank? No, they have a West Bank part, right? Yeah, Bruley. I have to check my maps. St. James, St. John the Baptist Parish, St. Charles, Jefferson, Orleans, and Plaquemines Parish are on both sides of the river. In other words, the river runs through them. So I live in the eastern United States. But if I go and cross the river and go to the west part of this parish, I live in the western United States. And I'm saying it like a joke, but actually, when you look at liquor and beer distribution, some of that is delineated by the river. Coors beer was not sold east of the Mississippi River until 1981. So if you lived in New Orleans, to the west side of the river, crossing the bridge and buy Coors beer. But until 1981, you could not buy it on the east side of the river. Isn't that crazy? The radio stations in New Orleans on the east bank of the river always start with a W, WWOZ, WWL, WTIX. Across the river, the ones on the west bank start with a K. KMIX, KTUL, and so forth. And that's Louisiana. Okay. Now, if you sip from this bottle on the east bank of the river, you sip this side of your mouth. But if you're on the west bank, you got to sip from that side of your mouth. That's a law. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, they're both amber, gold, or like copper, you could say. Well Made really is a decent brand for its price. It's decent, but it's not standing out. In other words, well, it's hot. This is not fall weather, but it's typical for Louisiana. In Louisiana, fall means 90 degrees. Autumn means 90 degrees, and you're sweating. People say, I can't wait till fall. That's right, because here it goes from being 97 to only 90. Okay. Oktoberfest season. Yeah, they should be having Oktoberfest this weekend at Deutsches House in New Orleans. Maybe I'll go to that. I'm not going to Gretna Fest and paying $40 to see Blue Oyster Cult. No. I might go if it was free, but no. I'm not burning for you. Okay. It might be a fire of unknown origin, but I don't care where it started. Blue Oyster Cult still playing? Yeah. It's like a lot of these bands. They might have one or two original members in the 80s. I'm not making fun of them. If that's what they want to do, that's fine with me. If they want to keep touring, I don't care. I might even go see them. I'm not paying $40 to get to. I don't even care about a festival, Gretna Fest. I don't care about eating funnel cakes and playing a game where I could win a stuffed animal or I like Amanda Shaw. She does a great job on the fiddle, violin. But I can see her free at French Quarter Festival. But I could be tempted to go to Deutsches House. I know it's going to cost a fortune, but at least you're helping the German club, you know. All right, nuts, corn, oak barrel, maybe a little sweeter nut profile. Oh, man, this thing is driving me it's driving me nuts. This now, am I saying well made is bad? No, it's well made. But on the other hand, it doesn't really stand out. It's just like in the mix. It's like regular old whiskey. Old Thompson, yeah. Now I think Old Thompson got it like inferior flavor though. Let's see. Maybe I'll be able to tell on the flavor. It is a brand that's been around since 1904. True story, 1904. And I think it was always a blended whiskey. I don't think they ever made an Old Thompson bourbon, straight bourbon. I'm not aware of it. Just a blended whiskey, but that's the way it's like Seagram 7 Crown, just a blended whiskey. Okay. Taste. Oh man, same old story. Sugar water, vanilla, almonds, pecans, walnuts, honeysuckle nectar, medium body, dry finish. I mean, these things are all the same. You wonder how Old Thompson tastes? Probably be able to find it around. Another old brand that you'll see here and there and everywhere is Carstairs. The man who cares buys Carstairs. Yeah, it's another old brand. Right, the basics. Now you might say, well, you need a palate cleanser. You need a glass of water to. I don't think it'll make a difference. Now this one does seem to have a sour mash bourbon profile, like a sourdough bagel. There's like I'm thinking there's sour mash bourbon in here, like I don't know. Do they make Glenmore bourbon? I guess there is a Glenmore bourbon. There's a Glenmore Distillery. It's owned by the Sazerac Company because that's what they do. They go around buying everybody up. I think Old Thompson was always made by Glenmore. I was looking at advertisements from the 1930s that said Glenmore on it. But, you know, like I said, Glenmore got bought by Sazerac. Okay. It could be any of they make a bundle of sour mash bourbons over there at Buffalo Trace, though. That's not a joke. And at, well, I'm saying that. Do they make sour mash bourbon at Bardstown 1792 Distillery? I'll have to check on that. They make a lot of bourbon. I don't know if it's sour mash bourbon. Sazerac seems to be buying a lot of companies out. It doesn't seem to be the case. It is the case, but they haven't been doing too many buyouts lately. I guess they bought so many, they might want to pay off some debt first. North Carolina Theo says, hello, Alex and Jay. Is it unusual for you to stream a taste challenge in the evening? I usually see you streaming in the morning. Typically do it in the morning. But sometimes Tuesday is a good evening time, like early evening to do it. Yeah, so I like to do it on Monday evenings also. So you can look for me on Monday evenings. That's usually a good day for taste challenges. Then I'll jet on out of here and go watch Monday Night Football, National Socialist Football League. So I do a live stream. We're doing Joker's Wild Wednesday tomorrow night at 7:20 Eastern, maybe 7:30 if I'm running late. Bring anything you want. Already picked my beer, an ale from Michigan. You know, you can probably guess the company. Friday night, we try to do Fandango Friday, liquor or liqueur. Sunday morning, when most people are eating breakfast or getting ready to go somewhere, hopefully church, we do Super Sunday. Or this week coming up is Stout Sunday, any porter or stout porter. And I've got mine ready to go, and it's a porter, and it is going to be awesome. Thank you, Douglas. These are close. These are close. Which one would I buy? I'd buy the one that was cheaper. Like I said, $7.99, $9 even, $1.01 difference. But is there $1.01 difference in flavor? No way. Maybe there's a penny difference in flavor, but I'm not too sure about that. Oh, I think this must be the well-made. It is. Oh, great. 4 and 5, right? Okay, 4 wins, 5 losses. Oh boy, I got a ways to go. But they're all Sazerac now. They're all Buffalo Trace products now. So I've got Iron Wheel. That'll be the last one. Iron Wheel. That's only been on the market 5 years. I've got Classic Club, Grand Legacy. I think Grand Legacy has been discontinued, if I'm not mistaken. They certainly have gotten rid of it. All those stores where it was a private label. And I've got the Seagram's 83, the American Seagram's 83, which got nothing to do with the Canadian. You can go to Canada and get Seagram's 83. That's where it started. You can go to the United States and get Seagram's 83. Got nothing to do with Canada and got nothing to do with nothing, except they bought the rights to the name, so they used it. It's really kind of dirty what they did, but they used it. Yeah, and I have a couple of others. Well, that's it. Classic Club, Grand Legacy, Iron Wheel, Seagram's 83. There might be one more Sazerac. Then I got the Seagram's 7 Crown. So in about a week, I'll be back to bourbon. And that'll certainly be interesting. Okay. So 4 wins, 5 losses. Terrible, I know. But I'm going to try to recoup, make the playoffs. So try to go 5 and 5, 6 and 5, 7 and 5, 8 and 5, 9 and 5, 9 and 6. I'll probably finish. If I finish 9 and 6, I'd be delighted. 9 wins, 6 losses, because they're so close. Okay. All right. Well, y'all take care. Y'all are having a nice conversation. And these were a little bit different, because like I said, this one had that sour mash bourbon flavor. It's somewhat distinct, you see. So, yeah. Well, now I'm going to go watch baseball. Major League Baseball. All right. Well, y'all take care and see you soon. Best wishes to everybody.